Good morning. I am back here once again for another Bed Talk. This is Bed Talk number 89. It is July 23rd, 2020. And the topic today is I. You know, we've heard for decades, I know it's been decades for me, the phrase, there's no I in team. And I get it. I totally get it. But here's what I want us to remind ourselves is that there may not be an I in team, but there certainly is an I in impact, and there's an I in intention or intentionality. I was on a podcast actually already this morning getting interviewed, and I was asked a question, sort of take all the leadership ideas and thoughts I have, and what's the big one that comes to mind? And in some way, shape, or form, my answer really was about I. Because what I talked about, the importance of a leader at whatever level you are, whether you have a position or not, which really means all of us, taking a look at ourselves. That's the I look. I need to look at myself and work on myself, which is all about the I. Where do I need to improve? What are my blind spots? What am I missing? How can I improve? How can I impact the outcome? How can I be more intentional? And I also talked about the importance of impact. I think that one of the missing links for so many of us is not paying enough attention to impact. Generally, we want to have impact, but I'm talking about being intentional about the impact we seek to create at all levels of our life, but also taking full ownership and responsibility of the impact we have on others, even if it's unintentional. And I have found that that unintentional impact is what gets in our way most often, because it's so fascinating that we don't tend to think about this in our day-to-day, but the research is overwhelming. And there's so many studies out there that say that, you know, only 10 to 15% of leadership failures come down to knowledge and skills. The other 85% is about emotional intelligence. I saw something else the other day that said something like 74% of leadership success is about soft skills, the so-called soft skills, which would include emotional intelligence and, my language, impact awareness. But that 75% of all dollars invested in training is on so-called hard skills. And so the invitation today is to look at yourself. And when you start to find yourself, whether it's personally or professionally, trying to figure out what to do about others, yes, we all need to grow and improve. There's no question about it, but focus on the I. What is the I? What part of you needs to be worked on? What's the I in impact for you? What is the impact you want to intentionally create? And how can you be more intentional with an I about how you go about creating that impact or minimizing the unintended impact that we have? So yes, there is no I in team, but boy, I is such a vital part of leadership. And I don't want us to miss that. And even if we're talking about others, people in our lives, on our team, that we would like to see some different behavior from, start with, what can I do differently to help create that change? What can I do to support that change versus the finger pointing of, here's what you need to do differently. So just keep that in mind. It's a little different perspective on the I. And I'm inviting you to embrace the I, because only real change that happens in our lives is the change you create for yourself. And that's an I job. So thanks for being here. Have a great day. Keep taking care of yourself and everyone around you. By all means, stay connected. And I will be back here tomorrow with Bed Talk number 90. Have a great Thursday.